So welcome to the virtual stage, Claire Verity, Market President, Washington for Regence BlueShield. In addition to leading the strategy for Regence in Washington, she also co-founded the Daring Women event series. Early on in her career, she helped develop the liver transplant program at University of California, San Francisco. Please welcome Claire Verity.
Hello, you can hear me okay?
Yes.
Wonderful. Good to be here.
Just fine. So Claire, you had mentioned that working with a competitor was a defining moment of your career. Why was that? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I was kind of midstream in my career, and I sat down with a competitor. Not normal. It's not a normal situation, but it really helped me open my lens and see a more global way in which two competing partners can actually come together for a common good. And it really allowed us to kind of set aside the things that we normally would put on the table as far as competitive advantages to see how we could come together and get to that end state, that common good. And it taught me about collaboration, about opening my aperture and listening and hearing the other side. And it really helped me formulate how to be present in meetings, how to become somebody in a meeting that added value, that could draw out different opinions that advanced the idea or the concept. So it was really transformational for me for those reasons.
Well, great. Would you tell us a little bit more about the Daring Women event series? First, kind of why you started it and where do you see it going into the future?
Well, when I was elevated into a CEO position, I was just really humbled and encouraged about all of the women who wanted to follow in my footsteps, and since that I was breaking through some barriers. And I was among three other women in this community who decided that it was the time for us to really showcase and help those that wanted to advance into leadership roles, advance into those roles. And we created this open forum. It was men and women, mostly women, but we had our allies there too. And we created this platform where we could have those conversations about what it meant to be a leader. What are you running to? How do you participate on a board? How do you get engaged? How do you start to move the dial and influence and create the type of change you want to see? And it was just the perfect opportunity. I've met so many incredible women leaders from the Seattle area, and we've remained in touch, and we've continued it. Obviously, COVID has created a little bit of a stopping point for a variety of reasons, obviously, but hope to kind of regenerate that, because it was just such a wonderful forum for folks to have that conversation and to learn from other leaders about what works, what are the pitfalls, what do you need to think about as you're emerging into a leadership position.
It sounds like a great series. Thank you very much for starting that, and congratulations again on your 2021 Women of Influence.
Thank you so much, and thanks to all the others and the sponsors.